Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to just talk about how to feed your sourdough starter for beginners if you're just starting out. I have an already established starter and it's time for his daily feed, so we're going to do that today. Grab my scale. So I don't always use a scale when I feed my sourdough starter. Some people measure in cups, some people measure with a kitchen scale to be more accurate. I most of the time kind of just go by how it looks, the consistency and all of that. And you know, some people discard, some people don't. I do because I like making other treats with the discard, like pancakes, bagels, pretzel bites, crackers. There's so many different things, and we can go over all of that in a later video. But let's go ahead and feed Albus Dumbledore today. That's what his name is. So he was fed yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to discard about half of him into our discard jar. Maybe a little more than half. We'll see. If you plan on using him or using your starter within the next day or so, then or like the next day, or if you want to use it say later that day, then you can feed it in the morning and then use it in the evening or the afternoon. Usually it takes an established starter will take about 4 to 6 hours to reach its peak. So we discarded about half of where he was at. He was here before, and now he's down here. So what we'll do is we'll add, I'm not going to use my scale today. I'm a little bit of a rebel when it comes to that. So you're looking for like a pancake batter consistency, but like a thicker pancake batter consistency. So you're going to take some bread flour. I usually just kind of measure with my heart on this. And then I like to feed my starter just a tiny bit of wheat flour also. Sourdough starters really like wheat flour. It kind of gives you a better rise at the end whenever you're ready to use it. And you'll want to kind of mix it around a little bit, and then you'll add some filtered water to him and just kind of keep stirring until you get the consistency that you want. Some people like their sourdough starter a little thicker. Some do a little thinner. It just really is your preference. There's really no wrong way to do it. Sourdough is very forgiving and very flexible, so you have a lot of room for error. You're gonna make bad loaves. It just happens to everybody. If the temperature's too warm or it's too cold in the house or anything like that, that can all affect it. So you're gonna mix it up until it's roughly this consistency. So you can see it's a little thicker pancake batter type consistency. I really love, because I use a mason jar for my starter, I really love these long silicone spatulas so I can get all the way around the edges and at the bottom of the jar to mix everything in. So wash my finger off. So then you'll feed them. I usually just use a marker on the side of my jar so that I can mark the line where I started, so that we can, when it's actively rising, you can see where it started, so you can tell if it doubled or not. And I put the time that I fed it on there as well. And then I just set this guy in my microwave. Sometimes if it's during the day and I'm like waiting to use him in the afternoon, I will leave the microwave slightly ajar so that the light's still on, because it's kind of warm in there and it encourages him to kind of do his thing a little bit more. But all of his discard I added to my big jar here, and it looks like this weekend I'm gonna have to make some discard treats because I have quite a bit sitting in here. Now the discard gets stored in the fridge. And like I said, some people discard, some people don't. Some people just keep their active starter and that's all they keep. I like to make the discard treats. My family really loves them. So I keep this guy in the fridge, and you can use it whenever. Just know that it's not an active starter. So if you want to utilize it as an active starter, you have to take it out of the fridge and you have to feed it for a few days to get it to kind of revive to be active again, so that it'll double and all of that. And then With sourdough, you don't want to rinse all this down the drain because this will clog your pipes. It'll cause fruit flies. It can cause just a lot of issues. So usually you can either wait for it to dry and kind of flake it off and throw the flakes in the trash, or you can do what I do. I just take a dry paper towel and wipe it all off, and then I wash this afterwards. And then we seal him back up. We put him back in the fridge so that we can have some discard treats this weekend. And that's it.